It's Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness, and I just wanted to drop on very quickly to let you all know that we are opening this space every week for August, September, and October, every Monday at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be doing our training series, but instead of having it all recorded and on YouTube, we are going to go live. And so what we are looking at offering you is sharing what this living framework is. So we've gotten into the garden metaphor a lot, but our 3 books, The Key Steps to Live a Healthier and Happier Life, is truly the foundation to this living framework. And from that, we were able to ascertain kind of key psychological principles that are happening with behavior. We have the negative dynamic for being able to better understand kind of the predictability of behavior. I literally mapped it out for you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors. There are 8 points all around, and then in the center is going to be the universal constructs. And there are 5 universal constructs, so 13 points around. Every 2 and 3 points is a feedback loop. So if I'm not doing anything, I must be depressed, because when I'm depressed, I'm not doing anything. That's a feedback loop. One is going to kind of reinforce the other. And that becomes about 338 feedback loops that we can all get into, which is why behavior can be predictable, which is why we can say nervous system is at the helm of all of this ship. And there's no shame in the game in it. What we know is it's nervous system activation. Emma's going to share some really exciting things on the Integration Lab every morning on Wednesday mornings. She's going to take you through our pendulum that we have been creating. So stay tuned, definitely subscribe and watch all of her amazing work. But we're going to learn what the nervous system is doing. Why one goes high, it has to meet equitably at a low. And this is all a part of NeuroHumanity, and it's all a part of the living framework. And that pendulum is so important because in the negative dynamic, those 338 feedback loops, it tells you exactly what's happening. So we're sitting with between 50 and 100, really 50 and 75 feedback loops. Even Jesus had 50 feedback loops. Nobody gets around with it. Every human has feedback loops. The difference is how present are you when they are going on and how you're dealing with it. Are you grounded in it? Or are you just letting it kind of encapsulate you? And a part of that negative dynamic is you're actually pulling the past and it's coming in to become a filter into your present. And so you are speaking to that past and you are receiving through that past. And that's where things get really tricky. And so we look at all the various different ways of that negative dynamic. We put it in the garden metaphor because NeuroHumanity lives in the garden. So we learn about what's above the soil. We're going to learn about what's below the soil. We're going to learn how to mend and tend our soil. We learned that there's no hierarchy in this, that it's all about being present and letting life present. And a big part of NeuroHumanity is the nervous system. And in the nervous system are those predictable activated responses. And what it's going to do is once you know what your predicted activated response is we're going to learn how to respond, or reaction, I should say. We're going to learn how to respond with integrity. And so it's going to be a really exciting quarter. I can't wait to share it all with you. We've got something coming up and we've got some groups coming up. So this will be a good framework for when you're ready to start the groups and have some accountability. We've got some really cool things and some data and research that we are doing behind the scenes. Emma and I have had quite the summer and we can't wait to share everything that we have learned this summer with you. And the big thing that we're looking at is this pendulum. And in a nervous system, what we find is allostatic conditions. This idea that in order to maintain homeostasis, it's actually an allostatic load, is that we need to have perceived neutrality. And to grab that, we have hyper and hypoarousals happening. And so for every place there is on the hyperarousal, you're going to find an equitable place at the hypo, and vice versa. And what we start getting, we're starting to get a pendulum. And the pendulum can be really big swings. The pendulum can be small swings. Sometimes I see medications like SSRIs and tricyclics are guardrails so that you don't really get high highs, you don't get low lows, you're just kind of numb in this center space. And so it's capping or it's guardrailing how long your pendulum can be, but it's still a pendulum. And so the work that we've been doing, the research we've been collecting, is we actually have been taking that pendulum and naturally, without medication, bringing it in. And when you hit it into the center, now take that fulcrum point, remove it down to the bottom. Now we have a metronome. And a metronome keeps time. A metronome is consistent. A metronome is predictable. A metronome gives us cadence. And so in all the work that we do, our inner CEO trainings, everything in NeuroHumanity, all of the work that we're doing, what we're trying to do is create flow states for you to build lasting change. And we're doing it from the inside out. And people are seeing some incredible changes. And so I offer this space to you to put it on your calendar every Monday starting next week at 2:30. We're going to learn the living framework. We're going to learn about the garden. We're going to learn about NeuroHumanity and what we're doing with this nervous system activation. We're going to learn about some pendulums. That's going to be Emma on Wednesdays. So we have some really great stuff for you. As always, we have a lot of things that are free. Awareness is free. Acceptance and action in our AAA framework is behind the paywall. There's so much for you to do. And when you are ready, we have things for you. We have self-help books. We've got self-paced courses. Inner CEO is moments on pressing play. I cannot wait to share that with you. We've got the couples masterclass. We have all of the Substack and getting behind the paywall in Substack. We have personal coaching. We have therapy. And like I said, by the end of August, we've got some groups we're going to do for accountability. So if you're looking at this fall being not wanting to be the next school year to be exactly the same as all the others, it just rushes by and it's already summer and you feel like you're counting down before you could even catch your breath, then this is your time. This is your sign to get started, to sign up, and start reaping the benefits. Awareness, acceptance, action, learning, noticing, naming, finding your neutral, and learning what those explicit, intentional micro steps are to live a happier, healthier, more purpose-driven life. I'm Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Share this with others who are looking for a change journey. We are here to help you. I've got 20 years of experience in the clinical field. I didn't just have a trauma and decided that everybody needs this. What we have are guidebooks. We do not have roadmaps. This is all individualized and personalized to your needs so that your nervous system can handle it. And you're not going to get stuck in that language of discipline of just do it, try harder, be more. This is what you need to have the lasting change because we have identified the barriers of what pulls us into the bedrock of the mind and how to tend our own garden. I'm Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions. Thank you so much.